And hello everybody, welcome to another great day of SSL action. We are here in the penultimate day of Division 1 play. I'm Brian, I'm joined today by my good friend Val.
Hello, I am really excited for this slate of games. There's a lot at stake as we get to the final 2 days of the season. The title fight, the relegation fight. There's a lot to prove, and a lot of teams are going to have to put their money where their mouth is.
I mean, we were even just talking before we started here about how we have two teams that are currently tied at the top of the table in Catalunya and Hollywood, both with 24 points and tied in goal differential. But before we get to them, we have Tokyo versus Athênai.
This is an interesting matchup because Tokyo really have nothing to play for because they're mathematically clinched survival and they can't win the league. Athênai can win the league, but they would need a lot of help. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup between a team that might have something to play for and a team that's just playing for pride. And in their previous matchup, it was a 1-1 draw in Greece, as we see Tokyo coming out in a 4-3-3 here at home.
Yeah, Tokyo currently sitting at fifth in the table at 17 points and a -4 goal differential. Athênai sitting in fourth place with 20 points and a +3 goal differential, as you can see right there.
Yeah, and that puts Athênai 4 points back, obviously, of the top two, but they would obviously need to win out and hope for some luck. I mean, you never say never. Weird things happen in this sport.
We're going to start it off at Tokyo with the ball. We're going to have Rupp taking it up into the Athênai side of the field. Up to Cairo, who kicks it forward, looking for Rube, but looks like he just kicked it a little bit too far, and it'll be an easy pickup for Anderson, who will clear it away.
A little overcooked. It's a 4-3-3 versus a 4-2-1 in terms of formations today. 4-3-3 with the D-mid tends to do pretty well historically against the 4-2-3-1 because it gives you that bit of that defensive stability.
Free kick from Asagi. That's almost in, but just misses the goal.
Yeah, early look there off the set piece, but nothing going there.
Anderson will clear it away, but it'll be recovered immediately by Tokyo, who's attacking again. Here's Kaido kicking forward for Asagi. It's off the side net. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Asagi looking to go near post there. Tokyo all over Athênai in these early stages. We'll see if that pressure can turn into goals.
Athênai tries to clear it out just to get a little bit of breathing room, but it's going to just be picked back up by Rupp, who's going to pass it all the way back to the keeper over the Versetti. Versetti kicks it forward, finds Hogg, who has no one in front of him, but is just a little too far out angle of the goal, kicks it over to Kaido. Kaido over the Visser, and that's over the net, excuse me.
Yeah, nice open look there for Visser as we got a corner for Athênai.
And all of a sudden, Athênai attacking with the corner from Joker, headed away by Soderberg. Recovered by Jaeger, back over to Joker. Joker looks for the cross, is just going to kick it off of Visser. And that'll be another corner.
Yeah, but Athênai starting to get some pressure going after a bit of a lethargic start to this one.
Recovered by Fisher and then shot, but over the net. People really having trouble finding the target with these shots right now. So you have the throw-in from Visser.
Maybe they need those Magdeburg fans from a few years ago when they ran around the stadium with the arrows pointing to the net when they hadn't scored in 5 games. If you know, you know.
That would be amazing. 30th minute now. We have Hogg throwing in the Rupp. Deep in Tokyo territory. Passing it forward to Abushan Touchette, who I know I'm a little bit late on that, but I wanted to pronounce the name. And it's back to him, kicking it forward to Rise. Going all the way back to Rupp, forward to Hogg, looking to just advance a little bit further. Kaido gets past his man, looks to pass to the cross to Asagi, who goes for the long cross over the Rube, over the Rise, and he's tripped, but no foul called. Visser shoots, Stojkovic gets it out.
Yeah, a little bit of defense helping Tokyo there with the shot blocking, making life a little bit easier for the goalkeeper, or from Athênai, excuse me.
And Athênai will clear it out again, but Tokyo is just going to go right back on the attack. Here's Rupp going forward over to Versetti. Asagi to Rise. Over the Hogs, got open room in front of him, fires just over the net.
Another good look for Asagi, but again, just putting it high. Like at least
One
make
thing I
the
just
keeper
have to
make a
catch.
save. That has to be on target.
Yeah, one thing I just caught, 11 shots between the two teams, 0 on target, but here's Fisher! That'll be a goal kick.
That one was on target, I think.
No, it wasn't. It went over.
Oh,
That was goal kick. Here's a free kick from Asagi. Headed that Sky Rise with the first goal of the game here in the 39th minute for Tokyo.
Sky Rise rising above on the set piece. It's a free kick on that right-hand side. Back post, header, near post goal. You'll love to see that if you're, coaching set pieces. And that's a big goal for Tokyo, up 1-0.
So here's a throw in from Ramirez over to Hellman. Back to Ramirez. Over to Stojakovic. Stojakovic. Thank you. It's going to be headed up to Kaido as Tokyo takes possession of the ball again. Asagi looking for Kaido again. Back forward to Hogg over to Asagi, who's got a shot. It hits off of Anderson, recovered by Soderbergh, and then kicked in by Skyrise again. His second goal in the last 6 minutes.
Well, Skyrise definitely earning their paycheck today. I mean, it's this ball. It's just this ball. Asagi comes in, takes a shot. Anderson makes the save, but the rebound not cleared. You got to clear your lines there if you're Athênai. And now you've got a hole to dig out of. 2-0 to Tokyo.
Soderbergh just got there too quickly and was able to just bank it off. As we get to halftime, 2-0 is the score.
And Tokyo are good value for it. They've been clinical. They've been pouncing on second balls. They've been basically all over Athênai in these early stages. Athênai had a couple looks, but nothing too threatening. We'll see if they can use some substitutions to turn this game around in the second half. Obviously, as I said before, they had a very outside chance at winning the league because, they were 4 points back. They were obviously going to need win out and get some help. Going down 2-0 in the first half against a team playing for pride, probably not going to win you the league most of the time.
Yeah, they gotta come back for at least a draw here if they want to have a shot at it. Who do Catalunya and Hollywood play on the final day?
Catalunya is away at Paris, and Hollywood is actually at Tokyo.
Ah, yeah. So they're going to need a lot of help.
Yeah, and it's going to have to come from, in the case of Catalunya, they're going to need help from Paris, who...
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what their fate has in store today, because I think they can officially go down today.
Yeah, but
because they are 4 points behind Cairo.
To circle back around, Athênai needs at least a draw here. They need to get something going. So we're going to start off with the second half.
Yeah, they would need a draw, a win, and a pretty hefty goal difference swing.
Yeah,
as well as some help.
So Joker looking to get us off early, but can't quite get there. It's going to get back over to Ligmanen, over to Hellman, who's going to kick it back onto their side of the field, and it's going to be intercepted by Soderbergh, who's going to take the ball forward, trying to beat the defenders, tries to get it over to Kaido. He does. Kaido goes forward to Rise, looking for the hat trick, but can't quite get it.
Good save there by Anderson, and a pretty vital one, because a goal right after halftime to go down 3-0 would just be a backbreaker.
Yeah.
But time is, there's still 35 minutes to go. 2 goals is not insurmountable, but they need to be better.
56 minute. Here's Asagi. That looked like that went in for a minute, and I just saw that went on top of the net.
Yeah, depth perception kind of had me fooled, too. That's another good look for Asagi. Asagi could easily have, 2 goals today.
Yeah.
And if Athênai comes back into this one, you're going to be looking at those misses as just a wasted opportunity and very frustrating.
Versetti forward to Kaido, no one in front of him, fires, saved by Anderson. It's going to roll out for a corner kick.
Another great save by Anderson, the eccentric keeper.
Asagi taking the corner over the middle, and it's just going to be yoinked out of the air by Anderson.
Yeah, about a half hour to go. Athênai need to step their game up. It feels like they haven't had a shot this half. I know the XG has, not moved at all.
Yeah. Well, here we go. They're going to try to get an opportunity now as Fisher goes back to Joker, back over to Fisher. Gets it over to Ligmanen. It's going to be intercepted by Rube, but intercepted back by Fisher. Looking for King, looking for Ligneman. Back over to Fisher. Can't quite beat Visser, so he passes it over to Joker. Passes it back to Fisher. Fisher looking for any clear shot, but just they're being suffocated. But that's a cross over to Labovich, and that'll be saved by Berger.
Athênai getting a little bit of pressure there, but Tokyo had a lot of numbers in the box.
Yeah.
It was obviously going to be tough to break through.
Visser going forward for Kaido, fires! That's out of play. That's a goal kick.
Another look for Tokyo, but no finish.
Throw in for Visser. Back over to Soderberg. Over to Rise. Back over. No, look for Asagi, who just somehow kind of turned up with the ball and fired it.
Another big save there from Anderson. Not a particularly challenging one, but an important one.
Ramirez, they're back in Tokyo territory. They need to, you got to start with one. You got to get one on the board. Here's the cross over to King, and it's headed over the net.
Yeah, it's a good cross in, but header not particularly well placed.
Asagi with the free kick, and it gets past Anderson, and that's a goal. That's 3-0 here in the 75th minute.
Yeah, Isagi, as I said earlier, was getting opportunities. Could have had 2 goals in this one. This is just a beauty of a free kick. Absolute top cheddar. And that is the nail in the coffin of the title hopes of Athênai.
I think so. We're here in the 79th minute. I mean, no deficit is insurmountable until the clock, runs out, but it's getting significantly tougher to get there. Here's King going forward, looking for Fisher. Fisher has a little bit of open space in front of him, goes back to Joker. Over to Ligmanen. Joker over the middle, saved by Berger.
Another relatively routine save for Berger. Not a lot of pace on that header.
82nd minute now, throw-in over to Fisher. Fisher looks forward for King, can't quite get a clean shot, blocked by Versetti and cleared out.
And it was a look that looked open, and then just, I feel like Tokyo's defenders have just been everywhere, just blocking shots.
They had that window and it slammed shut very quickly. Here's Visser passing forward to Soderberg, who's going to pass it all the way back to Versetti. Forward to Asagi, to Soderberg, to Asagi for Rube, and that's into, looked like row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe row 8. Into the stands.
You're better at counting than I am.
Asagi forward to Kaido, and that's going to go off the side of the goal. We're in the final minute of the game. It's only 2 minutes of stoppage time. We got to this 92nd minute fast. Joker over the middle.
Yeah, not a lot of time wasting in this one.
Yeah.
We are not falling victim to CONCACAF shenanigans.
Here's Joker to Ligman. That's going to be cleared away by Soderberg over the Rise. And that'll be it. That is full time. Tokyo takes a heartbreaker of a game for Athênai, 3-0.
Yeah, but you can't say it wasn't deserved. Tokyo were outstanding this game. They were all over Athênai, basically from the word go. They took their chances, even though they did have some that they missed. But they took their chances. Skyrise, obviously, 2 goals. Probably the main story coming out of this, but that eliminates Athênai from title contention, and now they've got Tokyo breathing down their necks for 4th.
Yeah,
because that
Tokyo
puts them
actually leapfrogs. No, wait, no, I stand corrected. Yeah, they do not. They're behind on 1 goal.
Goals, on 0 goal difference. Tokyo's on -1.
Yep. So we're going to get over to our next game, which is Catalunya versus Seoul. This is a very big game for both teams. Seoul trying to avoid relegation, and Catalunya trying to get some distance between them and Hollywood at the top of the table.
Yep, and Seoul, the team, they are in need of trying to survive relegation. Obviously, they're on 10 points, 1 back of Cairo into the drop zone, and the main problem for them this season has been their defense. They have the most goals conceded in the league with 26. So for Catalunya, playing at home against a team in the relegation zone, this is a game you have to win. They won the home match, or they won the road match in Korea 2-0. So we'll see if they can follow that up with an encore. Coming out in a 4-2-3-1 against Seoul, who is playing a 5-4-1 with wingbacks.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that
exotic.
works for them. I assume, the attacking wingers are going to be tucking in a little bit. So it's going to be more of like a 5-2-3.
Mm-hmm.
Inside forwards more than proper wingers as we get on our
we have Seoul leading us off with the ball. We get over to Mertz, over to Okocha, over to Noodle, up forward. Okocha. Wow, that was a wild, crazy event.
Yeah, Seoul early warning shot that because they need this game too. Again,
Yeah.
they're in the drop zone. They play Athênai on the final day. Catalunya played Paris on the last day. Like, with their last two matchups, you kind of have to favor them a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
Here's Busquets forward.
do not doubt the
intercepted.
hunger of a team trying to survive.
Yeah. Intercepted, going over to Okamoto, over to Maple. Clark gets a little bit of clear room, trying to look for somebody he can pass it to for a shot, but going to have his pocket picked by Lockyer, who gets it forward to Noodle. Noodle going forward, finds Mueller with nobody in front of him, fires, saved by Gunnarsson.
That's a really good save from Gunnarsson. And like I said, the wing backs are going to be the ones providing the width, and the wingers are going to mostly be tucking in, sort of playing on that inside.
Trigger to Holmberg, to Mann. Slid challenged by McFlopface. 10th minute.
McFlopface was a lie on that occasion because that was not a flop. That was a slide tackle.
Going into the 11th minute now. Here's Fist over to Jarvinen. Headed forward for Clark, but it doesn't look like they're going to find anyone there, as Lockyer is going to just recover it for Seoul. Get it over to Mertz. Over to Holmberg. Forward to McGurk. Over to Clements. Clements over to Okocha, who's going to find Mertz. Forward with McGurk. No one in front of him. Fires again! But 8 rows deep.
It was a really, really good ball that deserved a better finish than that one. But Seoul look hungry. They are up for this one.
Clements, Noodle. These players are getting great opportunities, but I feel like they just need to take that one extra touch to really just get it under control.
Well,
here's a Maple challenge by Mertz.
That was a risky tackle by Mertz.
Yeah, that could easily have been a penalty.
He got all ball. Because if gone wrong, that could have not just been a penalty. That could have been Dogzo, red card.
Yeah.
I know my
Now we'll
laws
just
of the game.
start. Free kick for Seoul. Mertz goes forward to Clements. Over to Coach, and Gunnarsson dives. Man with the open shot. He overshoots it.
Yeah, I
that
feel
was
like
tipped by somebody.
I feel like that was a weak foot shot, but oh man, that one was
Noodle
on
over
a
the middle.
platter. It was on a platter full like shrimp at a wedding or something. You know what I'm talking about? Those big shrimp platters. At family events, and I would eat all of it because shrimp is delicious. All the vegans watching are probably ready to just delete me, but anyway.
McGurk over the Clements. Up to Noodle with nobody in front of him. Fires, gets a wonderful angle, and Ketchup Noodle gets the first goal of the game.
The goal from the wing back, and that is an extra spicy one that could basically, this is a game that alters league destiny for multiple teams. This is a good ball. Noodle takes a couple touches, which you were advocating for earlier, and slots it home near post past Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson probably could have done a little bit better, but you don't expect a fullback to finish from that fine an angle. Huge goal for Seoul.
That's man over to McGurk. Holmberg over the lock here.
Check out my mixtape on SoundCloud.
To Noodle. And we get over to Man. Man's covered by Vin's. Going to be headed away by Juliusson. And cleared away by McFlopface. Here's Maple taking it into Seoul territory, but they take it back out. And we have Jarvinen going forward. Fires into the goal. Not into the goal. Over the goal. Excuse me.
Yeah, if it was over the goal, I think there'd be a different reaction.
Yeah.
Honestly feel like he probably could have taken another touch or two.
Mueller I want to see like what the farthest we can get a ball into the stands is.
Wonder if someone can put it out of the stadium and into the Mediterranean.
So we have Lockyer going forward with McGurk. Clemens back over to McGurk, over to Man. Man to Noodle. Noodle back over to Tame, and we're going to have a Tame moment here, but cross over to Clemens, saved by Gunnarsson.
Yeah, Seoul are not letting up. You can tell this game means a lot to them. And they have come out with some fire and are piling onto pressure. Here's another chance.
Kocha with a good chance in front of him. Gunnarsson dives a little bit early, but it's going to make the save, and that's going to go out for a corner kick.
Really, really good save there by Gunnarsson, but the pressure just continues from Seoul Mythic.
Noodle over the middle. Headed away, recovered by Mertz, gets it over to Noodle, crosses it over to Clements, over to Holmberg, blocked.
And as we reach halftime, and wow,
halftime.
I don't think this is how a lot of people expected this game to go, but expect the unexpected when it's late season and teams are getting desperate. You get stuff like the team scrambling to avoid relegation, absolutely playing a title contender off the pitch in that first half.
Yeah, Catalunya had 2 shots, neither of which were on target. Meanwhile, Seoul had, it looked like a dozen.
This could be a lot worse. Gunnarsson has made some really good saves. Like this could be 2 or 3-0. Catalunya need to be just flat better in this second half.
Yeah. If you're the Catalunya coach, are you throwing the bottle?
No, I just give them a very stern dad, like, I'm not mad, just disappointed.
We're not throwing the bottle yet. All right.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Keep your composure, but demand more. All right. Rising, going to take us out. Catalunya needs to get a goal here. They want to at least get a point. Like, here's Buquets over the fist. To Juliusson. Going forward to Okamoto, to Vince, who kicks it forward looking for McFlopface, but Men will outrun him and get away. But now we have a corner from Vince. And he kicked it right to Queen Kong, of all people.
Was he trying for the Olympico there, the goal directly from the corner kick? Almost looked like it. Would have been awesome.
And here's Clark with an open shot, saved by Queen Kong.
Flag was up anyway, so that would not have counted, but some warning shots from Catalunya. They have been better in these first few moments after the second half.
Here's Mertz going forward to McGurk, over the Holmberg, back over to Mertz, over to Mueller. Going to be headed away, but given right back to Noodle, who's going to get intercepted by Fist. And now Catalunya just looking to make any sort of advancement. Here's Clark, taking it into Seoul territory, over to Okamoto, who's got some room in front of him, gets a clear shot over to Kong. Looks like it would have hit off the side of the net anyway, but Kong will make the save.
Yeah, just to make sure. You know, you don't want to concede a softie, so if you think it might go in, get it. Oh, chance.
Kong gets it all the way over to our coach in the back. Back over to Man, forward to McGurk. 4 people around him, gets it over to Man again. McGurk now has 2 guys following him. Clements to Mertz. Forward Clements, daylight in front of him, fires, misses the side of the goal.
Oh, that was a really good ball into to Clements, too. Got to do better on that shot.
58th minute now. Here's the throw-in. Holmberg kicks it all the way back to Lockyer, who gets it forward to Mueller. Over to Holmberg, over to Mertz. Mertz going back to Lockyer, over to Mueller, looking for an open shot, maybe from Noodle. Noodle gets that open shot, fires, and it's going to be saved by Gunnarsson.
Catcher Noodle is very hungry right now. Very bringing up, playing with the ball like it's a spicy meatball, which I guess makes sense because, you know, Noodle and spaghetti and meatballs.
Here's Rising. Rising has a wide open in front of him, and that's Mojo Rising with the equalizer to make this 1-1.
Oh, that's a lovely counterattack from Catalunya, and they get a vital goal, another twist in the tail of this season. Comes from this ball from Clark. I believe that was man keeping Rising onside. Goes one-on-one, slots it past the keeper. And with a half hour to go, this game just got really interesting. I mean, it always was, but,
yeah,
you know.
Here's Mertz taking it off, and that's going to pass it right over to Clark, which is a problem because he plays for the other team. So here's Jarvinen kicking it all the way back to his keeper. Forward to Juliusson. Over to Debumya, up to Vinvins, up to Okamoto, looking for Rising. Over to Jarvinen, over to Clark. Trying to get around Tame, but can't quite find the room. Clark kicks it back to Busquets, up to Rising, up to Okamoto. It's going to be saved and then cleared out by Mertz.
Mertz with a huge clear there because there was a player right there that was sniffing around like a shark that smelled blood in the water.
Here's Okamoto forward to Jarvinen, and that's going to be knocked in by Mojo Rising.
Flag stays down, and Catalunya have the lead. What a second half turnaround it has been. Off the throw-in. They put the ball into the mixer. It's Okamoto. Finds Jarvinen. Takes a deflection. I believe Lockyer keeps him on.
Yeah.
Very, very close call.
But here's Noodle. No. Picked up by Gunnarsson before Noodle can get to it.
More twists and turns than an M. Night Shyamalan film. Preferably not The Last Airbender because that movie doesn't exist.
Okamoto going forward. Taking it over towards the corner. Kicks it all the way across to Vinvins. Over to Deburnia. Fires. That's going to end up behind the goal for a goal kick.
I think Kong had that one covered anyway, but, you know, another look for Catalunya. They have been much stronger in this second half.
Here's Deburnia. Over to Vinvins. Over to Busquets. Being covered by Noodle. Is going to kick it back to Juliusson. Intercepted by Noodle. Noodle looking to just get past the two people in the back. Gets it over to Okocha. Okocha can't quite beat Fist. Passes it back. Intercepted. It's going to go to Busquets. And almost intercepted back by Noodle, but it's going to be... No! It's going to get over to Lockyer. Over to Mertz. Mertz kicks it forward. Over to Clemens. Up to Noodle. Open shot in front of him. Fires. That's a goal! Ketchup Noodle with the equalizer.
Twists and turns like a roller coaster. And like one of the really good ones at Cedar Point. Ketchup Noodle with the second of the game. The left wing back, I believe, is the position. Great finish there. Near post. 2-2. What a game.
Both teams need this win. Both teams playing like they need it.
Yeah.
So we have Jarvinen back over the Fist. Over to Gunnarsson. Forward to Juliusson. Now we're going to play a little bit of triangle strategy. We haven't really seen this today. It's one of my favorite things. But it will be intercepted. Mueller looking forward for a coach on. Fires! Handed away by Gunnarsson.
Huge save by Gunnarsson. You would expect Okocha to finish that one. Probably could have taken one more touch, but it's a good look. You got to go for it when you can.
Clemens passes it over to McGurk. McGurk over to Mueller. Mueller back to Mertz, and we're going to start moving forward a little bit. So we're going into the 79th minute now. Here's a throw-in from Jarvinen over to Clark.
And on the live table, by the way, since Seoul and Cairo are currently tied, Cairo has the goal difference edge.
Ooh. That'll be...
It is -5 to -12.
Correct.
We have the numbers.
We're quickly approaching the end of this game. How much stoppage time? Only 2 minutes of stoppage time for this. And we've already run through it. Here's Noodle. And we're going to get over to Clements. Will Seoul get the chance to convert this? This is Holmberg over to McGurk. No, they won't. That'll be the end of the game. It's a 2-2 draw between Catalunya and Seoul.
Very, very exciting game here in Barcelona. Seoul probably the better team on the day, but Catalunya's quality earned them a draw. Really, Ketchup Noodle, fantastic. Mojo Rising, fantastic. Both, I believe, had 2 goals today. And a very, very exciting game. And we'll see how Cairo respond and how Hollywood respond.
Yep.
Because
Ketchup
those are the
Noodle
two teams that Seoul is kind of going toe-to-toe with right now.
Yeah,
and speaking
Ketchup
of Sydney,
Noodle
they're
had
up
a
next.
great game.
Not speaking of Sydney, because I didn't really mention them, but they're next.
They are next. Our next game is Sydney versus Paris. Sydney currently sitting at third in the table with 20 points and a plus 13 goal differential. Paris sitting at the bottom of the table with 7 points on a negative 13 goal differential.
Yeah, and if Paris do not win, they are officially relegated, and they're going to have a tough task. They have scored the fewest goals in the league with 12, and they're going up against Sydney, who scored the most with 30, including the current Golden Boot winner, Owen 44, who has 15 goals. For those of you counting at home, that is 3 more than the entire Paris team.
That is a lot of goals. That is terrifying.
Yeah, that's not a threat you want to see when you're on the road,
in this position,
trying desperately to throw the kitchen sink, trying to stay up.
All right, well, what do we got from Sydney City?
4-2-3-1 with the 2 D mids there in Pecora and Holcavado. And they're going up against Paris, who are playing a 4-1-4-1 with Horvat as the defensive midfielder.
All right.
And again, huge one. Sydney, they can take advantage of Catalunya's slip-up and really make things interesting going into the final match day. Potentially make it especially a 3-team fight.
Yeah.
Because if they do not win, they are out of championship contention, I believe. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Because they'd be 5 points back at Catalunya. So this is a must-win for Sydney and a must-win for Paris.
Over to Ling Kwai, goes forward, fires, blocked by somebody. Pecora had a little bit of an open shot, but that window closed quickly. It's going to be cleared out by Alistair. Excuse me.
See what happens from this corner by Pecora.
Pecora takes the corner over the middle. It's going to be headed away and recovered by Havoc. Over to... Oh, that was a hard slide. I'm surprised there was no foul called on that.
Yeah, referee says all ball. I'm an impartial commentator, so I will side with the official. Because what he says goes.
Ling Kwai, that's alrighty then.
That is just how things go in this business.
Here's a throw from Costanza. Brought over to Ling Kwai, looking forward, just kind of fires it, ends up over the net. That's going to be a goal kick. Lots of action here in these first 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's all coming in the Sydney attacking third.
And that's possible. It's going to be cleared out by Oak. Will be recovered by Athlete. He's going to slowly trot over to it, and we'll recover it.
Yeah, pretty one-way traffic so far in this one. We'll see if Sydney can't do something with it.
Here's Ling Kwai over to Ness. Ness goes back to Ling Kwai, looking for possible, finds him, gets it over to Costanza.
Traffic
over
jam.
to Havoc. Nope, just too many people in front of the goal. Can't get anything going.
Once again, are we sure we're calling the Sydney game and not the Hollywood game right now? With the traffic, I mean, this is basically LA.
Here's possible, headed over. Nope. Recovered by Pecora over the Holcavado. Holcavado kicks it off of somebody's head. It's going to be taken away, but recovered by Freddy, who gets it forward to Costanza, who gets it back to Freddy. Looking forward, finds Possible, but just gets it a little too far. Possible can't get it in time to get a good shot. Passes it back to Ness. Ness over to Pecora, back over to Ness, over to the front, saved by Barfoot.
Yeah, again, traffic jam in front, so I couldn't really tell who got their head on that. But Barfoot holding onto that ball for a while.
Yeah. So we'll be taking that, and we're right back to Sydney City as we're going forward again. Here's 44. Forward goal for 44. His 21st goal of the season.
16th in the league, the runaway Golden Boot winner. And, yeah, that's what... You give him an inch of space. You lose track of him for even a second. He will get in behind you, he will take a touch, and he will slot it past the goalkeeper. Clinical. Assassin.
Yeah, you can't ask for any better than that.
Yeah, and now Paris really need to get something going.
You're going forward to Ness.
And this can change and will change the championship fight.
Yep. Over to Pecora. Pecora looks for a shot. It's going to be slid away by Horvat. Back over to Ness. Headed forward and then cleared away by Washburn.
Yeah, and on final day, by the way, Sydney plays at Cairo. Paris is home to Catalunya.
Pecora with the corner.
So that's that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
Paris,
boy.
0 shots through 40 or so minutes. That's not good enough.
No.
I'm trying not to rag on them kicking, while they're down, but not great, Bob.
Yeah. So Washburn forward to Pelletier, over to Ito, deliver a pizza ball. Sorry, it's a second to get over that.
I love how you just did like a double take there. Like you said that like you were surprised.
Over the Jarval, because I've been looking at that name all game trying to figure out how I'm going to try to pronounce it, and I had to go for it. Alistair, over the Papadopoulos, over the Pelletier, saved by problem, no problem for problem.
Yeah, not a certified problem on that occasion. For certified problem.
Jarval over to Oak, over to Horvat. We get it over to Pelletier, forward for Alistair, who fires, just misses the goal.
Oh, that was a really nice look for Alistair. Paris have been a little bit better in these last few minutes since basically ever since I roasted them, so. Maybe commentator's curse really is a thing.
Over to Oak. Oak looking for Jarvala. And it's going to be picked away by Pecora over to Linquai, over to Athlete. He's going to get it back forward to Pecora, get it over to Hokavado, who's going way forward with it to Possible. Possible goes back to Ness, over to Hokavado, back over to Possible. And that's going to be just a one-timer from Hunter Havoc. And that'll be 2-0 Sydney City.
Once again, commentator's curse strikes as, I say Paris have been better. And then Sydney carves them up with a clinical counterattack. I mean, it's not the flashiest finish, but it's a lovely build-up. And, you create tap-ins, you're still creating goals. It doesn't have to be pretty. I mean, the build-up was pretty. The finish was just pretty simple. And we go into halftime, Sydney with a 2-0 lead that they decidedly deserve.
Yeah.
So front two just killing it there.
15 shots to 2, 7 on target to 1, 2.3 xG to 0.25. Like normally, I'd say you're not going to get back into the game in one shot. You're going to have to work on get that first goal. But at this point, I think you just need to get that first shot.
At this point, go for broke. Why not? You're down 2-0. You're desperately scrambling. Why not go for broke? I mean, it's going to be tough for Paris. Fewest goals in the league so far, but if they can create that moment of quality, they can, get back into this and perhaps actually have something to play for on the final day.
Yeah.
And for Sydney, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. Right now, they are 2 points back of Catalunya at the top of the league.
And they have the goal differential lead, and it's only being extended. Here's Pecora going forward.
I mean, Sydney's also going to need some help on the final day. Ironically, from Paris, who is playing Catalunya. Again, all this if the score holds, which, given my track record today, it's probably going to be eaten in approximately 5 minutes.
Barflick clears it out, but it's going to be headed back by Ness over the Linquai. Forward to Possible, who's going to look back for 44. Can't find him. He's triple covered. Linquai takes the shot, saved by Barflick.
Yeah, Linquai more known as a playmaker than a goal scorer historically in this league.
Possible forward to Owen 44. Can't find a good angle for a shot. Passed it back to Pecora. Beats Javala. Pecora fires. Looks like it was saved by Washburn. Going to get over to Papadopoulos. Looking forward for Ito to deliver a pizza ball. Can't quite. Just kicks it off of Pecora's face, and that's going to be a corner.
Hey, sometimes you have to create your own luck. Maybe they can get some off this set piece from Brisky.
Brisky, no. Going to be headed away by Freddie. But picked up by Jarvala.
That's the end of that, I mean.
Yep. Costanza throwing the havoc over to Linquai. Back over to Costanza. Gets it forward over the middle, but gets headed away by Brisky. Here's Ling Kwai just picking the pocket, gets it to Costanza, gets it to 44 to Havoc, and that's going to be saved by Barfoot.
Yeah, flag was up on the far side anyway. Here's a free kick.
Free kick by Brisky. I didn't even see who shot that. That all happened so fast, but it ends up in row B. And here's a free kick for Ling Kwai. For the Freddy, headed just wide of the goal.
I think he had the keeper beaten there, just a little bit off on the accuracy on the header. Real good look for Sydney.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be kicked all the way out. Recovered by Athlete. Over to Pecora. Over to Holcavado. Over to Freddy to Costanza. Havoc over to Costanza. He gets 0-44. Open shot and just lobs it in. 0-44. It's the second of the game.
I mean, what can you say about 0-44 that hasn't been said already? Just one of the deadliest goal scorer in this league. What a ball that is. And yes, I would like some salsa with that shit, please. Thank you very much.
Jeez.
Even if I am more of a sour cream gal.
Barfoot going to recover it, get it out to Sparkle. Over to Oak, up to Alistair. Gets it forward to Pelletier. Pelletier going for Papadopoulos. Fires, saved by Problem.
I feel like he was offside there anyway.
Yes, he was.
But Barfree with a nice little half chance there, even again if it was offside. Like at this point, you need to be just go crazy bonsai, balls to the wall, just attack.
Holcavado clears it out to Possible. Possible looking for Havoc, finds him. Havoc looking for Holcavado, over to Pecora, over to Ness. Ness finds Possible, looking for 44, and that's going to be saved by Barfoot.
Do you think 44 wants that hat trick?
Yeah, hat trick denied there. So we have Ness to throw it in. Pecora passes it forward to Ness. And that's going to be tripped by Sparkle, but recovered by Ness anyway. Over to Possible to Pecora. And Pecora trying to get a clean shot and just shoots it right over the goal.
Yeah, just a misfire there from Pecora.
Here's another throw-in. This one by Costanza. They get over to Ling Kwai, who fires, and it is saved by Barfoot. And that'll be another corner to be taken by Pecora, who's going to go over the middle. Can't quite find anybody. Headed away by Jarvala. Recovered by Possible. Forward to Pecora again. Over, looking for 44, but it's offside.
Yeah.
Pecora's off.
As we get late into this one. 15 minutes to go.
Ling Kwai with the free kick just right to Barfoot. He's going to look for... Oh, I thought he was going to go to Washburn. He goes to Brisky, who ends up going to Washburn anyway. Forward, headed away by Freddy, recovered by Ling Kwai. Over the 44, back over the Ling Kwai. 44's got daylight in front of him, but they don't quite see it. Here's Ness taking it over to the side. Here's 44, and that's going to be saved by Barfoot.
I know, and 44 just really good at just finding space and just killing you with his off-ball movement.
Yeah.
Like, that's something you cannot teach. That is instinct. Here he goes again.
Speaking of 44, here he goes. He fires, and it's saved by Barfoot, and it's going to end up 6 rows back, which makes you wonder how hard that was shot.
That would have had a little bit of venom on it.
We head away. We get a nice little camera angle here as we get Pecora with the recovery over the Holcavado. Forward to 44, over the Possible. Back over the 44. He wants that hat trick, and he's got it!
Just unstoppable. Like,
that was...
what more do I need to say? I mean, this just in. 0-44. Very good. What a ball this is from Possible. 44 just peels off his defender. Barfoot comes off his line, slotted to the near post. And that, the City of Lights, is going to go dark in D1 in just a few moments.
And we talk about how good 44 has been, but on all of these goals, he has been getting beautiful setups from his teammates.
Yeah, it's kind of been a tale of two different strikers in this game, because I feel like Papadopoulos for Paris has been kind of on an island. As soon as I say that, he's probably going to end up scoring off across here.
You know, deliver a piece of nut that goes to Oak, and that's just over the net.
That would have been very funny if I called that. But my divination is faulty today. But again,
Val, I'm just going to need you to stop talking for the rest of the match.
Every prediction I make is immediately going to be wrong.
Horvat over to Jarvala.
Don't ask me for lottery numbers.
No, I'll ask you for lottery numbers and play the complete opposite numbers. Here's Ling Kwai, forward to 44, looking for Havoc. Looking to try to add one more to that goal differential. He gets it back to Costanza over the middle. Saved by Barfoot. Only about a minute left to go in this game. Barfoot taking his time. Clears it all the way out to Alistair over the Sparkle. Was looking for Papadopoulos, but it's going to be headed away by Freddie as he wins the heading battle. It's over to Pecora over the Possible. Challenged by Alistair, but ends up right back at the feet of Possible, who tries to get over to Havoc, and that's going to be a penalty. That's...
When it's not going your way, it's not going your way. Is he going to get a fourth here?
Is it going to be a fourth goal for Owen 44? Fires goal.
More like 0-44 goals, am I right? Because 4 goals in the game. Can we get rid of that first 40? I mean, that's just insult to injury for Paris.
Yeah, that's just a rough call, and then just
like that. I believe can we take this? Can we take that call to The Hague?
That's gonna be it. As we come to full time, Sydney City with the dominating performance over Paris, 5-0. 0-44 with the 10.0 rating on the day.
Yeah, I mean, he was just everywhere. He was doing 0-44 things, and that is finding space, scoring goals, stunning on them with some. Some were just tap-ins, and that spells curtains in the top flight for AS Paris, as they are now 4 points behind Seoul and Cairo with one match day to go, so that is curtains for them. Speaking of Cairo, another huge game in both the title and relegation fights. Hollywood currently 1 point behind Catalunya and 1 point ahead of Sydney. Cairo currently tied with Seoul for that second relegation spot. Cairo does have a goal difference edge, though.
Yes.
And as we take the trip to LA, Hollywood won the first matchup 1-0 in Egypt, and you know that 1-0 scoreline pretty reflective of Hollywood's season. They have the best defense in the league with only 9 goals conceded, as they come out in a 4-3-3, and Cairo City will counter with a 4-1-4-1, very attacking from the looks of things. So we'll see if that crazy bonsai strategy leads to positive results.
Yeah, for those keeping score on the table at home, Seoul does have the -12 goal differential to Cairo's -5. So you have to imagine Cairo feels a little comfortable, especially if they can get a point here today. But
yeah, I mean, if they have the win, if they win this one, then Seoul basically needs not only to win, but for a drastic goal difference swing.
Yeah. So that's Jaime's over to Calvator. Going over the free kick to Bjorkus. Looking for Azpilicueta, but can't quite find him. That's going to be cleared out by Jarrow. We're off and running.
Yeah, I mean, again, this, you know, Hollywood's not a team that will concede many chances or many goals. Cairo, it's going to have to be like, can you make the most of them?
Jones
you have?
Over to Bobby, saved by the Heretic. A lot riding on the Heretic today, because you know that you're not going to get many opportunities. So you got to make sure that you make every save you can. As we're going to get over to the ball to Hode. Goes deep forward, looking for Hlemijid. Oh, that's going to be headed away. What happened there? That's almost Hlemijid. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It looked like Sterling just kind of muffed the pass out.
Certified Loris Karius moment, I think that was. Gerard just beats Lemijid to this ball, plays it back to Scott Sterling, but just, what are you doing?
He just hits it
I'm trying
right
not
off
to be
his head.
overly negative, but good grief.
That was
I mean,
just-
Halemi should credit right place, right time. Like I said,
Yeah.
Hollywood does not give you many opportunities. Certainly not like that.
That's 1-0 Cairo City. And now Hollywood on the attack. Possible kicks it off of Staines, and that's going to be out of play for a throw-in.
Can someone get that Twitter account when playing it out of the back goes wrong for that goal?
Gerard over the middle, headed away by Toastman. Going to be recovered by Gerard again. Gets it over to Jaro, over to Rashford. Back over to Jaro. Gerard looking for anyone that he can get it forward to. Rashford Jones finds Bobby wide open. That's Ricky Bobby with the equalizer goal. And just like that, we are back to a draw.
And that's a nice ball in. Hollywood, you know, they're not gonna sulk on that surprising mistake. They are going to immediately go on the counter. Great ball in from Jones. And did Bobby hit that on the volley? That is a thing of beauty. 1-1.
Whew.
So as it stands
that's
right
always-
now, Hollywood are tied with Catalunya on everything.
Yep.
Cairo would remain 1 point ahead of Seoul. So basically, as you were, just with one fewer game. And one more point.
Bobby over to Jones, over to Pudanesco, over to Ricky Bobby again, but this one's going to be saved by the Heretic. Ready for it this time.
Yeah. The Heretic, of course, as you said, Hollywood don't give you many chances. He's going to have to be big to keep them in it.
Here's Calvatore, over to Schleimitz. I'm going to learn how to pronounce that one day. Scott Sterling tips it over. We're going to have a corner kick from Jeeves. Here's Ask Jeeves looking over the middle. It's going to be headed away and recovered by Taka. Looking to try to get past free kick, but can't quite get there. So he's going to pass it over to Jones. He's going to pass it over to Possible, as known in front of him. Ask Jeeves going to try to make the coverage here, but it's going to be intercepted by Azpilicueta. Forward to Torres.
That was a nice defensive track back by Azpilicueta, more so known for his attacking prowess, but sometimes, you know, even if you're a striker, you're going to have to do some defensive work, particularly when you're like Cairo, you're in a relegation scrap.
Here's Taka with the fire from the Heretic, and he saves it, but he can't hold on to it. Now he saves it again. That looks like that could have been over the line, but no, they're calling it no goal.
Yeah, the Heretic basically last-ditch scramble and great double save.
Here's Bobby over to Taka. Back over to Bobby, over the middle to Jones, saved again by the Heretic.
Keeping
That's
them
all
in it.
over this box. Hold forward to Bjorkis over the free kick. Over to Schleimitz. I'm going to pronounce differently every time, and one day I will be right. Calvatore. Back over to Toastman.
Leave the Slavic names to me. Yeah, the person who
Jeeves. Forward to Torres. That's going to be off the post, it looked like. I couldn't tell if that was a parry or off the post.
I think it took a deflection and then went off the post.
Oh, that's disgusting. Now we'll go into the stands, into the tunnel. Someone's going to have to go all the way to concession to get that, and that's just inconvenient.
Hey, at least you don't have to pay $15 for a hot dog.
That is fair. Here is Possible over to Jones. Possible being covered by Staines, kicks it forward to Jones, who's being covered by Jeeves, kicks it back to Rashford. A couple people just right in front of the goal, just a mixture of people from both teams. Here's Pudanesco over to Possible, over to Rashford again, over to Jones, who's got a clear shot, fires off.
Side netting, it looked like there.
Offside netting, yeah.
Heretic had it covered anyway, but Hollywood.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it went off the Heretic first, but
That was a risky pass there.
yeah. That could have just been the easiest goal of Taka's life. But
Easier than Hlemijid's?
possibly. Here's Toastman going to Azpilicueta. Gets it over to Staines, who's going to have his pocket picked by Possible. Taken forward by Taka. Gets it over to Jones. Jones trying to beat Staines. Can't quite get past him. Passes it over to Possible. Gets back to Jones. That's headed by Ricky Bobby. His second goal of the game.
Flag's up.
Oh, the flag is up. And that'll be disallowed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. He is offside by a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Ricky Bobby is used to working with flags, so... You know, because racing has flags.
Taka over the Jones. Over the Rashford. Back over the Jones. Looking for Ricky Bobby again. That's headed. That one's saved this time.
This time the flag is of the red variety, also known as stop.
Bjorkis going forward, having to compete with Pudineska, and then it's going to kick it back over to Hollywood. That's going to get Taka. That's going to be blocked by Toastman. Cleared away by Howd. We have 1 minute of stoppage time, and that's going to take us to the half. Tied 1-1.
Yeah, this is not a game that has been bereft of entertainment. I can tell you that much. A lot of back and forth action. Obviously, you had that really just out of nowhere goal by Cairo, and then the instant response from Hollywood. This is shaping up to be a heck of a second half.
Yeah. Oh,
as
boy.
we have some substitutions. Basically, again, as I said, the standings are basically as you were. Catalunya are on 25 plus 9. Hollywood are on 25 plus 9. Sydney are on 23 plus 18. If my memory serves. And then Cairo is on 12 and Seoul's on 11. -5 and -12. So we're basically where we are at the start of the day. Just one fewer game played, and also Sydney is lurking.
Yeah, the real winner today is Sydney if these scores hold. But
yeah, they've given themselves a chance, but we'll see what happens in the second half. Perhaps Hollywood can come out and you know, maybe take the lead. And
well, they will start with the ball here as we get underway.
And I believe if Hollywood wins, then it's just them and Catalunya on the final day for the league. Yeah. That would eliminate Sydney.
Ricky Bobby passes it forward to Rashford, looking for Taka, but it's going to be cleared away by Toastman. They get over there. It's going to be intercepted by Jones. Jones can't quite get past Toastman, but gets it over to Rashford, who gets it over the possible, kicks it off Calvatora, recovered by Staines. Staines looking to take it out, gets it forward to Torres. We're having a quick transition to the other side of the field, and it's going to be saved by Sterling.
Everything but the final ball there. Lemijit was lurking, but that's good defending there.
Free kick from Gerard. Picked up by Jones. Pass back to Gerard over to Rashford. Rashford. Heretic dives for a ball that wasn't near him, but is not punished for it.
Never
Torres
punished.
is going to take it up into the opposite side of the field. Pudineska just a constant door in the side, but gets it over to Bjorkis. Just going to kick it off of Gerard. It's going to be recovered by free kick. 55th minute now. Throw in from Jeeves. Just bounced back by Calvator. Over to Jeeves again. Over to free kick. Tries to get a free kick, but it's blocked by Bobby. That'll be another corner.
Yeah, it'll be a direct corner kick instead, except all corner kicks are direct.
Jeeves over the middle looking for Toastman, but it's going to be picked up by Sterling. Toastman had the opportunity if Sterling wasn't right in front of him. Here's Gerard forward to Laudrup. Over the Rashford. Jones has an open shot and just misses it wide left.
Yeah, Jones trying to go far post there. Didn't work. Probably could have got... I think he had enough space near post that he probably could have tried for it, but I don't know. I'm just an armchair critic.
And that's pass going to be intercepted by Rashford, who just kind of yeets it. But that's over the net, and it'll be a goal kick.
25 minutes to go, and still anybody's game.
Here we go. Ask Jeeves with the corner here in the 69th minute. Staines over to Aspelqueta, but it's going to be recovered by Possible and cleared out. Taken by Taka, going forward to Jones, who passes forward to Taka, who's trying to beat Calvator. Got a little bit of space, maybe enough room to get a pass off. Gets across, looking for Jones. It's going to be headed away, but then it's going to be recovered by Pudineska. And the ball is just flying everywhere like a pinball. Pudineska over the long drip, and now it's going to be cleared.
Okay, breathe.
No! His free kick with the free kick, but it's going to be kicked into the wall of net, and here's Rashford going forward. Rashford passes it forward to Possible. Goes back for Rashford. Goes back for Laudrup, but it's going to be blocked by free kick and cleared away. Recovered by Torres. Torres with nobody in front of him. Maybe can get a clear shot off at Sterling, but now it's going to be caught up to by Jarrow. Over to Staines, and that'll be a free kick from offside. I didn't quite see who drew off, but somebody did.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back and forth, back and forth. All gas, no brakes.
Yeah. Here's Putinesca over to Jarrow. Back over to Putinesca, over to Possible. Now we're just going to play a little bit of triangle kick until we get it all the way back to Sterling. He's going to kick it across midfield. Looked like he was looking for Taka, but couldn't quite find him. That's going to be recovered by a free kick. Over to Staines, who's going to challenge it while he had possession of the ball. But it's going to go over to Jeeves. So we're never punished for that. Get back over to Staines. Calvatore is wide open. Calvatore looking for free kick, but there's just a wall of people in front of him. Still tries to make the shot, and that's going to go into the stands.
Yeah, just the area in front of the goal is absolutely clogged there by Hollywood.
Yeah. Here's Possible going forward, trying to pass Jeeves. Jeeves goes for the challenge, but misses. Gets it over to Jones. Gets it over to Laudrup. Saved by the Heretic, who makes a really nice stretching save. Always a fan of that one.
Heretic has been very much as important as he was expected today.
Laudrup over to Taka. Going forward to Laudrup. 3 people in front of him, though. Bobby going forward. It's going to be taken away by Howd. 85th minute now. Time running out if you want to get 3 points out of this game. Here's Rashford over to Gerrard. That's going to be blocked. And Gerrard just going to play with it near the line. And that's going to be a free kick.
That's a frustration foul by Antosh Lemijir. Oh, quick restart.
Oh, what was that? We didn't even get a second to breathe. No. All right, here's Bjorkis go forward to Putinesca. Putinesca gets it over the Laudrup. It's going to be intercepted by free kick. He's going to take it back to Toastman, but that's going to be intercepted by Possible.
I respect that quick restart. You can catch an opponent off guard like that. Like, you caught me off guard.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. That was Putinesca going over the Laudrup. Over to Ricky Bobby going forward for Taka, but he's got too many people in front of him. It's going to be taken by Jeeves. Kick back to the keeper. He's going to get it over to Bjorkis. Over to Staines, who gets it up to Aspaqueta, who fires, and that's just over the goal. Tipped over. That's a corner kick. Breathing is hard for me. I'm asthmatic. Jeeves.
I would hate to be one of these teams' managers right now. Just your heart is racing at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, like you're going around Monza.
So here we have Howd. Laudrup just takes it, but it's going to go back to Howd, and that's going to be offside.
A little dangerous there from Pierre Oud, but no punishment as we get into stoppage time.
Well, now we're in stoppage time. This is it, your final shot to get 3 points from this game. This is a very critical 3 points. Bjorkis is playing hurt now. Here's Jones. It's going to be intercepted by Jeeves over to Calvatore. And that'll be it.
Wow.
That's a 1-1 draw. Whew.
And we go into the final day with 3 teams able to win the title. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, we have Catalunya and Hollywood, who started the day tied on points and goal differential, and they will finish the day tied on points and goal differential.
And Sydney lurking just behind on 23 with the goal differential edge on both of them.
Yep, they're at 18, plus 18. Athena's unfortunately out. Tokyo is out. We know Perry is getting relegated, and
Cairo
and Seoul
relegation, and that's going to be an interesting thing to watch on the final day. For our 3 championship contenders going into the final day, Catalunya is on the road at already relegated Paris. Sydney is on the road against Cairo, who again is trying to stay up. Yep. And Hollywood is at Tokyo, who are playing for Pride, and we saw what they could do playing for Pride today.
Right.
And then, of course, Seoul, in the last game, Seoul is at home against Athênai. Athênai already out of anything, and Seoul trying desperately to stay up.
Yeah. But that was quite the exciting day of games that we had here today.
Yeah. And it's raised the stakes for the final match day.
Yep.
Everything to play.
So that will do it for us tonight. If you stuck it out for the entire game day, thank you for joining us. I've been Brian.
And I have been Val.
And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good luck if you're playing for it all on the final day.